Hey, what's up? It's your girl Vanessa Smilez.
We are the Smile 69 Network with the sexy producer and lead host, Vanessa Smilez. And you know who I am. It's your girl, Presenda. To freedom!
You've tuned in to Smile 69 Network.
You can tell their mom is a whore and a damn slut because the daughter is a damn dumb, backwards, wayward ass, double clutching, double dick sucking slut. And I'll whoop his ass tomorrow.
So fine, Smile 69. Go check these fine ladies out on the Smile 69 Network. They get it in.
What you drinking?
Smile 69 Network is on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Apple Podcasts. Also on Facebook.com/Smile 69 Network.
Okay. And
This
then,
is so awesome.
and then now you'll see all of the comments coming on
And
here.
I'm ready.
So you can read all of the.
I got my glasses.
Yes. Yes.
I'm ready, baby. Oh, that ring light makes all the difference in the world. Hell yeah.
Cut Lotto off because that's Jewish music that we don't own. Yeah, shout out to all the people in the building.
Broke niggas to the left. We don't want it.
Hey,
No waste and a big old ass.
and now you can't cut it off. Now you can't cut it off. We don't own that music. We
No,
can't pay them people.
No.
We ain't got no money,
No, we
and
don't.
we not evil. Well, here goes my sound effect.
Yay, us! Shout
There
out
we
to
go.
DJ Fly Drip. Thank you.
DJ Fly Drip, shout out to C Black the Business. He is owner of Press One Fit. Y'all go to his Instagram and check out his stuff. He has some great athletic wear for the youth, the peoples, everybody into fitness. Yes, today's show. Hold on one second. It's going to be back like ass crack. Goddamn, back like ass crack.
I love when you say back like ass cracks.
Back like ass crack. That's exactly what this is. There we go. Back like ass crack.
There we go.
Absolutely. Shout out to Logic for not allowing us to be on Teddy Riley. Not allowing us to be on Teddy Riley. Somebody, shout out to Tyler Volver. He says, when did you say you were updating the sites? I'm working on it, people.
Oh, shit.
I am busy.
Uh-oh.
Don't fuck with my anxiety. I want to get the websites done. Ratchet BJs was launched in 2013, and yes, we are in 2022.
You said don't fuck with
I
your
took Ratchet
anxiety.
BJs down in 2017, going into 2018, and yes, it hasn't been up since. But Ratchet BJs will come to you people.
Yay!
Yes, absolutely. So, back like ass crack, yes. Priscinda, I wanted today's show to be more of a show where we are basically focused on the things that we enjoy, that we love to bring back. And it's not that the thing that things that go out of style become discontinued, but sometimes they just don't get used anymore. Sometimes they, sometimes the form of things just die out.
Okay.
So one of the things that I noticed recently, shout out to my favorite cousin Angela. She over the weekend, I'm sorry, keys is in my purse. There you go. And yes, shout out to my favorite cousin Angela. We went to Exotica, which was a great sex expo this weekend. It was actually amazing. We were in the hotel and she pulled out a Safeguard bar soap.
Shout out to a sick.
And for me,
and a bar of soap.
A bar of soap. Now I always bring my own bar of soap when I travel in the case, but I feel like I got beside myself. I started using, oatmeal soaps and shea butter soaps. I just, and I said, man, I haven't used like a Safeguard or a Dial or like a Lever 2000 in a while. So I said to myself, you know what? That I have to bring that back. And I came home and I still started using the Safeguard.
Wait. So when you come to my house, right? What's in the bathroom? A bar of Camay.
Yes.
Old school, just Camay soap.
Yes.
Because that's my one house rule is that you must wash your hands. I'm not so freaked out by the shoe
I always
thing,
wash your house. Yeah.
but you must wash your hands because we learned that when we were children.
Yes.
Right?
And that's definitely very, very important, making sure your sanitizing yourself and stuff like that. Like, even we haven't been back doing this since quarantine. And that's one of the things, even with quarantine, that I enjoy. You know, it made people pay attention. It made people clean. It made people focus on, you know, sanitizing themselves and being aware of how they, you know, their bodily fluids can affect people. Like, it was a lot, you know. That's
why I said, what is wrong with you people? Weren't you always doing this? Like, what's happening? Like,
yeah, all the black people across America was like,
filthy are you? Right?
Shout out to all the black mamas who didn't care about standing on long lines because they already had ammonia in their house.
That would be me. Like, I had ammonia. I had like 6 bottles of peroxide.
Yes.
And I had 3 bottles of bleach.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And stacked behind the sofa was a case of paper towel. This is not even COVID.
You could have made money. They would have spent hundreds on the dollar for that.
No, I was scared I was going to be attacked because I was like, I'm hiding my shit behind the couch. I'm old school. I'm hiding my shit in the couch because I don't know how people get down.
Yeah.
Right. One of my neighbors, he said, "Oh, do you mind if I get a bottle of peroxide?"
Yeah.
I said, "Sure." Because I had re-upped and I had like 8.
Yeah.
And he said, "Well, I'll just take 2." I said, "See, now nothing else for your ass." What do you mean? I'll just take 2?
No, sir.
No,
we won't do that.
No, because I'm ready and you're not.
No, we all should be ready. Like,
if you're not ready, that's unfortunate.
Exactly. Oh my god. Now, one of the questions that I did want to ask is, I got a bunch of shit when it comes to back like ass crack.
I got something.
I got a bunch of shit because it just came to me because at first I kept thinking like when it all comes together like butt cheeks, right? And then coming back, it's different, you know.
Right.
It's like, you know, an ass crack is a part of the back. Like,
yeah,
it's just a thing. But anywho, what is who would you say? Let me say this. Who would you say that you would bring back that would be the best wifey material or the best husband material that was a guest on our show? I do have my answers, but what would you say? Just in general, not to be for you, but just in general.
Just in
the
general,
world, like,
who gives like best
wifey or husband,
wifey,
hubby, energy, like the best. That guest that we've had on the Smilez.
I would say for the women, Lady Buggy.
Oh yeah,
that's wife material. She gave us so much good advice about being a wife.
Yes.
And I love that. I love that she gave us that advice because, you know, you can't listen to single people about what it means to be a husband or a wife. You have to ask married people.
Somebody who's married and a happy relationship. Well,
and happy,
at least
healthy and happy relationship. Mm-hmm. My sister KK threatens to murder my brother every weekend. My brother-in-law. His life is always being threatened. He's tied up. But I'm like, you ain't going no. He's in the back screaming, "Help me." You don't know what she. I'm like, yeah, your life looks really good.
And he's smiling on the inside.
Laughing. Yeah. As he's screaming about the torture. Like, she's killing me.
Oh, God. Absolutely.
So for husband material, I would have to say debonair.
That is my answer. Watch when I get my sound effects. It's rap, y'all.
I would say
that was my answer as well.
I would say debonair. Yeah, debonair.
And please, I would love to know from you why. Why do you think he would be best husband material from out of the guests that we had on here?
You know what I like about debonair? I like that he is just very cool. He's not trying to be like, because he's a very nice looking man.
Right.
Like, you know, and women just pay attention automatically.
Absolutely.
But I like that his vibe is still just very humble and very cool about it.
Yes. I was going to say I respect the fact that he's very reserved.
Yeah,
but still also with being reserved, he's still outgoing. He definitely introduces himself. He definitely comes into contact with people, and he's polite when he does. So for me, these are mannerisms that I think a lot of men need to pay attention to. It's not about the loudest man in the room or the guy who has the brightest clothes or the biggest chain. No, it's about how you move.
No, if you're the loudest man, in the room, I have no.
I'm on the other side of the room.
I'm like, oh my God.
Now I'm on the other side of the room.
No, do I want to drink? No, thank you, sir.
You know, I will take the drink. I will take the. But you know what? I need to grow up. Maybe I do not need to take the drink. That I need to not take the drink because loud guy.
He wants something in return for his drink, so he's going to follow you around.
And he's going to be loud about it.
And he's going to be loud. No, sir. No, thank you. Please, God, no.
Oh my God, he's gonna be loud about it.
Yes.
He's definitely gonna be loud about it. So
those are my two.
yes.
Who are yours?
Well, so Debonair was the male guy, and then I was gonna say the female guy. I don't know if you remember her, but her name is the real Nelly, and this was the ex-wife, or I don't know if she was married to him, but the ex of the rapper Chinks. We had her on the show years ago. She does cooking and catering for parties and stuff like that. The rapper Chinks died. He's from Far Rockaway.
Yeah.
She came in memorial of him. But for me, since even that show, I've watched her grow. She does have a new husband and a new baby and stuff like that. So it's beautiful watching a woman move on with class and with grace. Of course, you know, she's now a widow. She is now a widow of, you know, of the person who passed. But I noticed that did not stop her life. That did not discontinue her from what she was destined to do while she was here. She still does her cooking and catering and stuff like that on her business. So shout out to her, the real Nelly. Like
that is a good reason for you to highlight her. I like that energy.
I love that. And I love seeing women go on, because no one's life is going to be perfect. No one plans out what their life is going to be. And what they say, we make plans and who's laughing? God. Here we go. So for me, I'm always amazed to see how women change their lives. Even I would say also, who I would say would be wifey material, the real Precious. She went through EMT school. She also graduated from there, and she's doing well with her business in the adult industry, and also she's doing well in the corporate world. She's making strides in that. So I always like to salute women who are doing great things in any realm that they can do. You know,
exactly.
That's super, super amazing. So one of the also things I wanted to ask. All right, so back like ass crack, right?
Right.
So if you, and I'm going to answer this as well. Okay. If you can place yourself in a moment of an extremely romantic date that you've had in the past, what moment would that be, or where would that be at?
Oh,
some place that you truly enjoyed that was just like, I need to be back there right in this moment, and I'd be like, ah.
Yeah, and it's sort of an iconic moment as well.
Yeah.
So my ex, shout out to you, Michael. For my birthday, he took me to Windows on the World. Remember, it was in the World Trade Center.
Oh, okay.
There was a restaurant on the top floor.
I heard about those restaurants in the building.
It was just the service was just elegant. Like it was just
white table with the white
tablecloth. We had a table by the window. You know, with the beautiful cutlery. You know. And the food
folks that you want to steal, shout out to me. You can't take me nowhere, because when I see good cutlery, I want to take it. I want to take it. I know you can't, but it's really
those type of places. A lot of noise in your ears.
It'll be fun.
I tell you, they're gonna know, because it's gonna be clank, 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 clank. But it was very romantic and very, very sexy. And when it was time for dessert, he was like, "Well, which one do you want?" I said, "Well, I don't know. Like they all look good." So he says to the waiter, bring out all of them. And they rolled it out on this beautiful like gold cart. I love that the dessert had a presentation.
Yes,
right?
Bring it out.
Throw it on the table. No.
Yes, bring it out.
And then we rode down the West Side Highway, and we stopped at the Water Club for cognac.
Okay.
That entire moment, I would love to live that over.
Yeah, I love that.
Very sexy. Sexy.
Super sexy shit like that. Like, and see niggas like that. See, I have to let y'all niggas know. Like niggas like that, that's who gets the pussy, by the way.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas who talking about what you doing, like y'all that you're not
WYD.
WYD, you're not gonna get the pussy that way. No,
we don't want you.
Absolutely not. No. But I would say my experience, and I feel bad because the first thing I thought of, I feel like it's not romantic enough. So now I want another thing, right? But I'll give you both now. So the first experience that came to head that I wanted to be back in, because I've been in this space where, you know, I've been working in, you know, as far as creating content for the sex industry and stuff like that, but I haven't really been engaging in a lot of things sexually myself. So now I am envisioning all of the great sexual moments that I've had in my life, right?
See, that's hot.
So one date that I went on with my partner that I was with at the time, we always used to do like fun, crazy stuff, but I remember we were on South Beach. We had just finished eating at this Argentinian restaurant, and on South Beach they do have these like adult video stores. So we always like to go in and just see what videos they have. You know, like also business and research at the same time. So we just look and just see what they have, whatever. And they had like the little box rooms where you can go in and watch your own videos. And we went into this little box thing, and like it's like two big people in a very small space.
I can't.
We didn't even watch the movie, but we were just like fucking and like I was trying to and like he was like banging on like the wall.
Make that happen?
And
because I've been
and
in
he finished. He finished. He definitely finished.
That is a moment to repent.
And I was just like, it was hot, but it wasn't. The good thing was I felt like that adult store was very sanitary because it smelled good inside. It smelled clean. It smelled clean. Like I smelled like, you know, not ammonia, but I smelled like, you know,
it smelled like they cleared.
It didn't smell dirty. So even when, and I noticed that because when it got hot, when we were just in there and like doing shit, I was sweating a little bit. I was like, damn, like in my mind, I'm like, it smelled good in here still.
Wow.
Because, you know, niggas create heat. Like, you know, and I was like, damn, like this.
And look, the memory is still fresh that you're still talking about how it smelled.
Yeah, that was one. And I know that certain things are distinct for people, but that smells are a very distinct thing for me. And in that moment, I never forgot. I was like, damn, this place smells mad clean. Like, I always thought the idea of video stores and stuff like that to be sleazy would come on the wall.
Like,
and shit like that. They talked about that.
Touch anything.
Right. And we got there. It was kind of cool. It was kind of dope.
I've been in one of those.
It.
And I was like, oh, I can't stay.
I'm not going back.
I can't take it. It's
I ain't going back. But no, that was one of the things that I.
What's the other one?
Oh my god, that was the nasty one, right? So the beautiful queen, the beautiful, clean, like pretty one, I would say mostly. Oh man, see, I don't want to tell that one.
Oh, that's what I want to hear. Only because you made like a particular face.
Oh my god.
You made
this is like super vanilla though. Okay, so this is like prior to Vanessa Smilez even existing, right?
Okay.
It was this guy. I never had sex with anything like that, but he was my boyfriend at the time, right? So that means you show up after school, hug each other, and shit like that. And you know, I remember this was like crazy Halloween time, right? And prior to Halloween, he had bought me this like Hello Kitty thing. And it was cute, like a little teddy bear thing. I was like, oh, that's cute. So girls used to do stupid shit like this back in the day, and I don't know if any female can relate to me. They used to allow dudes to wear their gold chains, like the necklace with their names on it. And sorry, Grandma Helen, but she bought the gold chain for me to wear on my neck, and I gave it to Shamik, who was the guy at the time, and he was wearing the chain, and he was playing football in Cypress Projects, and he ended up losing my chain, but. But I would say the sweet thing about him was during Halloween, right over there on New Lots, New Lots in Dumont, right where my 218, not too far from there. The kids was out there throwing eggs and shit like that, or whatever the case may be. And you know, I got hit with an egg. Somebody hit me here, but the egg didn't crack on me. The egg hit me on like my jacket pocket, and it fell on the floor, and then it cracked on the floor. I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, I tried to get mad because I was like, nah, these niggas threw an egg at me. And, you know, Shamik's supposed to be my dude. So I'm thinking he's like,
his name is Shamik.
And he's light skinned with red and green eyes. Okay.
Oh, he is Shamik, light skinned,
yes. So basically,
good hair.
Yes. Very good hair. Very good hair. So this is before dark skinned niggas became in. You know,
right. It was when light skin was in style.
Light skin was in style. But anywho, it was crazy because I was complaining to him about the dudes throwing eggs and shit like that, and I got mad that he wasn't, you know, like ready to go fight
like
me.
here for you.
Yes. And he was just like, "Well, calm down, baby. We'll just walk down the block. We'll be cool." And I was like, I didn't understand it at the time, but years later, like I was like, "Yo, that was a good dude." Like
that was a good dude,
and it was a sweet moment. It wasn't nothing crazy, but he had just given me the Hello Kitty thing earlier in the day, and then the egg thing happened, and I'm cursing him out, and it's like it's not even the fact that it was a day, but I would love to be back in that moment where I could probably not curse him out and be like, I get it, because at least they threw an egg on me, but at least it didn't crack on me. It wasn't like, you know, my clothes was all messed up. No, the egg hit me and it fell on the ground.
Go to war over that.
Exactly. So, ladies, if you can spare your man, please do. Please do. That's you know what I would.
Jada, no shade.
Yeah. Oh, please. But anywho, okay. Also, I wanted to ask you again, if there was an outfit that you could be back in, what would it be? Or a piece of clothing?
Oh,
that you could put on again?
Okay.
And feel good
So
about.
I went to Essence Fest, right? At the Superdome. Pre-Katrina, right? Beautiful
Louisiana.
architecture, right? And I had on this cream-colored, skin-tight, off the shoulder, split up the front dress. If I could wear that again, what split up the front, off the shoulder, cream color, slightly translucent, like just
Like a little bit like
like you can see my underwear because I don't do that. I don't do
we
that.
have class.
I do not do
We
that.
have
right?
class. Yeah.
But you know, you could see like the split up the front, like you could see my legs, and it could have been a horror show. I could have been on Dateline. I told my friends I meet them on Bourbon Street. I walked like 2 blocks past that, and I looked up, and I was dead ass like in the projects. And when we talk about the projects here in New York, it's nothing. They had no doors.
That's down in New Orleans.
I said, "Oh shit!"
That's down in New Orleans.
One word.
Nolans.
It's actually how it's spelled. Nolans.
So it's no
Nolans. Nawlins. Nolans.
Nolans. There we go.
When I looked up and saw no windows in the projects, I said, "I will disappear. Let me turn my ass around." And there'll be no more meeting you there. We're all leaving together.
Yes, we will be.
Yeah. And it was actually the girls that I was afraid of because they looked like they wanted to murder me.
Oh my God.
Well, I'm light skinned and a tight dress.
That is all that they've ever dreamed to
They
be.
all hate it like they hate me. And they want to kill me. So
Yeah, I mean, if they cut your hair off, they can put it on there. So that's
now you can.
Yeah.
I wish I had made ponytails out of some of those haircuts.
That's a waist. I was talking about you. I said Priscilla had waist length hair, yo. Black women don't
Not just
do that
once.
all the time.
Many times. I've cut my hair off many times. Many, not just once, many times.
Yeah.
But if I could wear that dress again, what outfit would you want to be in again?
I will say this, and you know, it's so crazy. Even though the skirt ripped, I felt like it was so cute. Remember, I told you guys about the story when I was on the boat in the boat ride party in Brooklyn, and I wore the white pencil skirt with the little V in the back.
Nice.
You know, so crazy. I have yet to find a skirt like that again. Like I'm serious, and I'm not like intentionally like out here looking
But
for
you
it.
want
But
it.
even after telling that story, you know, I'm here in Macy's and JJ. I'm like, you know what?
I need a white pencil skirt. And you would think that white pencil skirts would be everywhere. They're not.
And you know, so crazy, not in that shape, like not how that look was fitting, and also it had to be in the back. So usually now what I'm seeing is stores, you get the straight, like, you know, corporate box white skirts. There's nothing like pencil white to go out and have a good time. Most of the time when you see, for me, when I see skirts in the store, it's something to go to work in. So I don't really see a lot of skirts to, you know
You know
go
what?
out
I have
in.
somebody to turn you on to that has that.
Okay. I will definitely need that because honestly, for me, it's just certain pieces. Like I don't worry about big outfits, but I remember having that skirt. I remember I had just came back to New York and I was trying to go out and have
Did you have
something
good
like that.
memories in that
My
skirt?
butt looked cute in that skirt. I felt like I had and I hate it. And for me, for a long time, I always wore a lot of colors. I never wore black and I never wore white.
Me either.
And so for me, having like all white on was a big deal for me because I never did shit like that. And I'm like, this was one, you know, it's something that just fits you right and fits you great and makes you look amazing. So for me, in that white pencil skirt, like I felt amazing. Like I felt sexy. And I also felt classy on top of that.
At the same time.
And that's ideal for me. I never want to, because sometimes females, you know, they say, I want to be sexy. I want to be sexy. Well, what the fuck about comfortable?
How about comfortable?
You know, you can be sexy and comfortable. I
Yes, you
truly
can.
believe that. And, you know, sometimes I see girls, they wear something so tight and they're like, you know, they have marks on their bodies
And you
stuff
can't
like
breathe.
Exactly. So what's the point of doing that at a certain
If
point?
I can't have a meal in it, I don't want to wear it.
Thank you.
Because I'm
Yes.
And you're right, like comfort. Like I don't like being cold, right?
I understand.
So all the sexy, everybody knows when I shut it down, there are no more pumps. It's Uggs, and I'm sexy from here up. Look
That's
right
what you
here.
get. That's what you get right here.
All of this, I got you right
we go.
here, right here. Below that,
Boy.
it's gonna be turtlenecks, Ugg boots,
Everything.
leg warmers.
Yes. Oh, that's what you get.
I gotta be warm.
You got to be warm. You got to be warm. Now, one of the things I also wanted to ask, like, even just to like go over, like,
for me also mentally. What is one episode that you would love to plop yourself back in the middle of that happened on the Smile 69 Network show? That was just so memorable, so hilarious. She was like, I would love to reenact that moment again.
That's really
I know
hard.
we've had so many great moments. Like,
I'll tell you one moment that really made me laugh. So we're doing the show.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I heard you say, "Oh, titties," and I think because I thought it was you. I was like, "Oh shit, these titties," and I was like, "Oh, those are mine." Oh,
my titties. Oh shit.
so I'm laughing because my best friend was watching backstage.
Oh, she seen titties.
Yeah, she was watching, right? And I said, "Girl, did you see like my nipple was showing?" She was like, "No, girl, not once, twice. We saw your nipple twice." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
I remember that episode, and you know what? The shout out to the executives at YouTube for not editing that. They didn't give us a strike. They were just like, "Hey, there's titties there, and we're okay with it.
We're okay with. I don't know why we can't be okay with titties.
I'm okay with titties. So I don't understand why they wouldn't
That
be."
made me laugh.
Yeah,
And you know my number one.
I'll fight you with my titties.
You say it, it does it for me.
I never
That
forgot
one is
that.
like all time.
Right. Cindy, you know what's so crazy? You're talking about I'll fight you with my titties out. For me, it's the Timberlands and the no socks for me.
Oh shit.
Yes. Yes. I forgot who we had in here. We had a bunch of niggas in
Yeah,
here.
we sure did.
We had a bunch of niggas in here.
Yeah, it's a bunch of
And you made a reference to Timberlands and socks, and niggas was prepared.
I mean, because
We are in New York. Niggas do have Timberlands
They
and
have
motherfucking.
Timberlands.
Yeah, they do. It's just a thing.
right, and so sometimes you know you have to improvise during the act of coitus. I've decided I'm
Come on
going
now.
to use it.
Can you say that again for the
During the
Negroes?
act of coitus, you sometimes have to improvise.
Absolutely.
He was sliding across the floor and couldn't get a grip.
Uh-huh.
And I looked over and I saw Timberlands and I said, "Hey, what about those? Put those on." That turned, for some reason, that's my fetish.
Oh my God. And I
Timberlands
never
are
thought
my
about
fetish now.
I used to always want niggas to get naked because I always wanted, because if I'm naked, I want you to be naked.
I
used
need
to
you naked, yeah.
Yeah.
Are they not getting naked somewhere?
But I used to think like with the Timberlands on that they're not naked. But no.
No, they're naked.
You can take everything off and just have Tim's.
No, he was naked.
That's beautiful.
He was naked.
It's beautiful.
Not even naked. 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 Neekid.
I was gonna say N-A-E, but yep, N-E-E, whatever how you, but it's
Have
naked.
it wherever you
Not
want.
naked, not naked,
Naked.
but naked, but
Yep.
naked. Oh my God, it's been a really really great like coming back and doing all of these things like back like ass crack. Yes, that's what we're talking about.
I'm glad we're back. I like that you came up with this because we are back.
Back like an ass crack, you know, and we're familiar with ass. Now, one of the things I did want to talk about is ass in general a little bit, right?
Oh,
So there has been a lot of TikTok videos that have been going viral talking about, okay, please don't cancel us. We don't have any money. The Kardashians.
Okay.
Right. And so the conversation is that Kim Kardashian and allegedly all of the other women are going back to having what they say quote unquote white women bodies, that they're getting rid of the BBL aesthetic.
Okay.
The last appearance that Kim K made was when she was wearing Marilyn Monroe's, well, allegedly, I don't even know if it's still the dress or not, but she was wearing Marilyn Monroe's dress.
Oh,
And
from the big thing in front of Macy's with the white dress and the subway thing and going
right.
up.
And when people seen her, they said that, wow, this doesn't look like the big booty Kim K that we know. Like
Right.
her body looks extremely slimmer compared to what people have previously seen.
Okay.
So what do you think about, and even also Dream Doll is another lady who did have a BBL. And she admitted to going through surgeries to remove fat out of her bottom, to, like to remove the BBL, you know, thing that she created.
Okay.
What do you think about, you know, women going through, you know, the BBL reconstructive surgery to get rid of the BBLs and to go back to their natural bodies after they've done it?
I mean, here's the thing about following a trend when it comes to your looks, right? It says more about you that you feel the need to do that. Like accept your beauty for what it is. Why am I having feedback?
I don't know.
Don't forget that.
Okay.
Accepting your beauty.
You know, accepting your beauty, you know, for you know, for what it is. Be proud of the way you look. You know, and this is really important. I'm going to wait for us to get the echo out of here if we can. Cousin Stacy B, the numero uno house mom, and she's also my esthetician. Mm-hmm. I said to her, do you realize we never heard the women in our family say anything bad about the way they look?
Yeah.
And she said, you know what? You're right. I thought about it.
Yeah.
So she and I both grew up very body positive and like just being like proud of like how we look.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we never heard any negativity.
Right.
So, and I don't say like, don't fix something that you don't like, that you want to fix.
That you truly want to do.
If you want Botox, rock out. Mm-hmm. If you want injections, rock out. If you want a boob job, like knock your socks off.
Yeah.
But when you start talking about like doing like BBL and all of this,
yeah,
right? That says something about what you don't like about yourself.
True.
Back in the day, there was a white singer named Taylor Dayne. Taylor Dayne had big lips, right? She had one song that was like trending like crazy. They still play it, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, she went and had her lips fixed. And
she made them smaller.
And now what does everybody want? Big lips.
Mm-hmm. I thought about this in general, just even body trends in general. I remember like late 1990s, early 2000s, where big boobs were a thing.
Remember?
I used to see, even, everybody watched Ricky Lake and Maury and all of these daytime TV shows and stuff like that. And big boobs were a huge trend, and they would, have contests, and, women would have super big boob sizes. Like there was always an asset that people, were utilizing and stuff like that.
Big
I just don't know.
Always be in.
And but
boobies are never going to go out of style.
I don't think they will either. But I am concerned about, and another girl made this post on TikTok as well. I am concerned about what women who have the quote unquote natural BBL bodies have to deal with. The women who are born with just a naturally big bottom. Yeah. Women who are naturally curvy have to deal with sometimes unwanted attention, unwanted stares, sometimes unwanted advances just because of an asset on our body. But I feel like another female can get a surgery, just put that on and then take that off. But a female who was born with maybe a big butt still has to walk around with a big butt, still has to, try to get an extra size bigger, so she can, not, have niggas follow her down the block. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why you can't conform.
Yeah.
You cannot conform to things that are not going to be healthy for you. I mean, look, was it K. Michelle?
Oh, yeah, she went through it as well.
Oh my God.
She did it as well. Yeah.
She had a reality show, and all these women, like just their bodies were destroyed.
Yeah.
There was one woman, she's never going to be the same. Like the pain in her legs, she can no longer work.
Oh my God. And even there's recently another story where a girl went down to the DR, got a BBL surgery, and she came back to New York. She was wondering why she was having bowel movement problems and stuff like that. They took out her kidney, and she didn't know. She didn't know.
But let's circle back to the Kardashians.
But yes,
I will give Kris credit. She's the best pimp I've ever seen in my life.
I'll second that.
Like she's the best
she
pimp
works.
And people and
for you to watch your daughter's sex tape and like, no, make another one. That one's
not good enough.
Allegedly,
And have you noticed that the internet is washed completely of any pictures that you can see of the Kardashians,
the original ones,
they were children?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you will never see those.
You can find them, but it's very hard.
I've never seen one.
Very hard.
If you ever see one, send it to me.
Gotcha.
But what they're doing now is they are just finding a new way to hustle what it is they do, because to be honest, they're slightly waning.
Yeah.
Like
no, that's what I was also saying. I was also going to say, like, you got the big ass because you was trying to pander to who? Black men.
Right.
And now that may not have served you in the way that you wanted to. Now you could be, allegedly pandering to who?
White men.
So white men love allegedly loves a slim waist. Slim flat back. Whatever they
not the white men I've seen.
But see now there are white men who do love women in different ways. They love women in all shapes and forms. So it's really about, for me, I feel like being who you are is what's going to have a man attract to you. Changing your aesthetics to fit what a man's desires could be is detrimental, because you'll be doing that forever, or you'll never be satisfied with yourself secondary. So it's a lose situation.
And here's the thing about doing that. every man has a type.
Yes.
You know, there are some men you would be too little for them.
Yeah.
You would be way too little.
And there are some men I am too big for as well.
There's some men you're too big. Listen, and on the real, because I have no shame in talking about it, there's some men that like wouldn't date a woman that's handicapped. Good, I don't want your.
But there's some men who's waiting for a woman that's handicapped because they are just a person who is a giving person who likes to take care of people.
So
there's a nigga who's waiting for a female like me who used to suck dick great because they'll know that at least they will marry a female who can fry chicken and suck dick. Amen.
Yep.
But yes.
What's that movie where she taking her macaroni and cheese out of the oven? She's like, well, if this don't get him, I don't need him no way.
I know that's right.
She out here hooking him with her mac and cheese. You know, there's different strokes for different folks. So
absolutely.
You can't fall into like sort of conforming to whatever society says is beautiful. And I thank the women in my family for making sure that I never ever felt a way about my looks.
Yes, absolutely. And you know, honestly, for me, shout out to my grandma Helen. She never allowed not just me, but anyone around her to make anybody feel any kind of way about what they look like. She was an extremely dark-skinned Black woman, but in my family, we have all shades, from light bright to extremely dark. And just because you're light skinned doesn't give you the right to feel more or want access to more than someone who is dark skinned. Yep. Everybody gets even and equally or what's owed to you. And for me, that made me go out into life never judging people. And sometimes even when
that's true,
for me, when I was younger, there's a lot of dark skinned females who wanted to fight me. There was a lot of dark skinned females who wanted to have that. And at a certain time, you know, I started to have other female friends who were dark skinned. So I knew it wasn't me.
Right.
And I knew that genuinely just me being myself, somebody who recognized that whether they were light skinned or dark skinned would understand and be able to be comfortable with it. If a female who is dark skinned or a female who's light skinned has a problem with someone who looks different from them, that's not that person's problem that they hate. On you. No, that's that person who has the problem. You know what I'm saying?
It's on you.
Yes, it's absolutely a big thing.
Logic and friends, they said, salute queens.
Yes, salute to you.
Salute to John Logic
we try
and friends.
Yes, we try not to be Teddy Riley vibes today.
Yes.
We try to make it happen.
We get it and get together.
Absolutely.
But I like this topic. I like that.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to talk about
but I do think it says a lot about, esteem. I wasn't allowed to mention anything about color or hair or looks. My mother actually said, the worst thing you can be as a woman is stupid. Oh! She said, don't worry about what you look. Looks change. You'll get older. You'll age. Yep. Things won't be the same. She said, but stupid is forever. And that's why I read a lot. Stupid is forever.
And my father used to always say, brains will get you somewhere.
Every time.
We can't say where because some of y'all brains just get you out of places that shouldn't be in.
But what if that works for them?
But it could work for somebody who has a brain. For them? You know what, you're right. Their brains are going to get them to where they need
the Kardashians.
There we go. They got the brains to build the empire, and now they can retire successfully with their white woman bodies. Amen.
Right.
Salute to them.
Well, good for y'all.
Good
Yay
for them.
For you.
We will be back again next week. Priscinda, is there anything coming up that you want to hint at or premiere to for the people that may be coming up in the fall or early next year?
Oh. Well, I will say this. We are going to have some amazing fun guests coming up.
We are.
You all have to stay tuned. This is our first day of our 1 month
residency. This is not a test,
here
but it's
at
a test.
DTF, right? But we have some amazing guests coming through. So please, please, please spread the word, like and subscribe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sugar Vanessa Smilez with Priscinda live on DTF Radio. We will be back again next week. Lady y'all. Bye.